Hey everybody, Superjoe here. I'm here to bring you a video explaining the Assault class in Evolve. One thing to know about the Assault class is that your main job is to damage the monster. That's why you're here. That's why everybody wants to keep you alive. You are the damage dealer. One thing to note about the Assault class is that all three of them have a personal shield. This shield will keep you invulnerable to all sources of damage, even if you're poisoned, even when you're down, you'll stop bleeding out, so that's very important to keep that in mind. Now, before I go on to explain the first assault class of Markov, I will tell you one thing I found out about the weapons. I classify them as either low damage, medium damage, and high damage. After I was testing out the weapons, I found out that nearly all of them will do the same amount of damage. There's no damage drop off. They will all do the same damage. That's why I classify them in low, medium, and high amounts of damage. With the assault and the support being the only ones who can hit high amount of damage. First assault class is Markov. He is a close to medium assault class. His weapons enable him to attack from a medium distance rather than straight up in the face of the monster. He has 3 weapons at his disposal: the lightning gun, the assault rifle, and landmines. His lightning gun is a high damage weapon that is capable of arcing between multiple targets. You can attack up to 3 different targets at once. So definitely keep that in mind when you are fighting the monster, or if you're on defend, you can be hitting multiple monsters and minions at once. His assault rifle is a medium damage type weapon. It's really good for attacking the enemy from afar, so if your lightning gun's out of ammo, switch to your assault rifle. Hit the enemy from afar. Don't just run in and try to get in range. Shoot the monster as you're moving. His landmines, they're high damage dealing tactical type grenades. They are proxy based, so once you set them down, someone has to walk over them to do damage, or you can shoot them. They take about 5 seconds to arm. You can only set up to 5 of them, so be mindful of how many you have placed up. Basically use these for defensive positioning. Now when you're playing Hunt, that's basically team deathmatch. If you ever find yourself traveling alone, place down landmines as you go. If you happen to see the monster, then back up towards your landmine, because if the monster pounces you, you run the risk of dying, since when you're pounced you cannot fight back. The landmine can actually save your life, so keep that in mind. And also, when you guys trap the monster in, definitely be at the forefront. You want to be there constantly harassing the monster, because it's your job to kill it. That's why you're the assault. Now when playing Rescue can be very difficult for the assault class, because most of the monsters that play Rescue, they avoid you, and they go straight for the hostages. So I mean, what you really want to do is you want to get up in the monster's face. You want to be standing in front of them. You want to be a claw sponge. I'll use that. You want to be a claw sponge. You want to soak up the damage and not your hostages. I mean, yeah, not the hostages. Keep them safe. I don't know why I'm calling them hostages. They're survivors. I've been playing too much Battlefield Hardline. I would definitely advise staying close to the survivors if it comes down to it when he's attacking the survivors, because then maybe you can stand in front of him, take all the damage. Now Markov can actually be pretty useful in the game mode of Nest. I see most people abandoning him for Nest because he can't do that much, but he actually is very good for Nest. Use his landmines to destroy the outer shelling of the egg. Once the outer shelling of the egg has been destroyed, take out your lightning gun and then zap it. Fry that egg, because that is really helpful for you and your team. And if you happen to notice your medic shooting it as well, then switch to your assault rifle and hit those targets. That'll help out greatly. When playing defend, use your landmines around the generators and stay close, because the minions are going to be there. And Markov is very useful in defense because there's always 2 minions attacking at the same time. So when you use your lightning gun, you can attack both of them at the same time. That is very, very helpful. I'm going to give you a few advanced tips about the weapons. When it comes to the lightning gun, you do not have to be close to the monster. You really don't. The lightning gun is actually quite a range on it. You can actually attack the monster from 17 meters away. That's pretty far distance. And I mean, when you level up the lightning gun, it increases its range. Like, the first star is 2%. That immediately bumps it up to 20 meters away. So you can attack from a pretty medium amount of distance with the lightning gun. So try not to get too close. The longer you stay alive, the more damage you can deal. And when it comes to using your assault rifle, use it at its range, and use it when your lightning gun is out of ammo. There's a very interesting mechanic with the weapons that evolve. When you switch weapons, your other weapons will just reload themselves. So when your lightning gun is out of ammo, do not wait for it to recharge. Switch to your other gun, and your lightning gun will recharge on its own while you're using the assault rifle. And vice versa. Never ever stop shooting at the monster. You want to keep dealing damage. One thing to note about the landmines is that they, even though friendly fire is not on and evolve, they will still make you and your teammates bounce around. So keep that in mind. Do not place them down near you or near a teammate when they are reviving somebody, because if the monster gets close or if something sets them off, your teammate's going to be sent flying, and then the teammate can't be revived. The reviving process has to be started over, so that can be pretty annoying. So use them defensively. Do not try to use them offensively. Now here's a few tips on fighting against the 3 monsters. When you're up against a Goliath, keep your distance, because the Goliath specializes in close combat. So you want to keep a distance from him. Remember what I said about the lightning gun. That gun can deal damage from up to 17 meters away. So consider being on top of something. Or consider staying away in general. Keep yourself away from the Goliath, since you can damage him from 17 meters away, or further, depending on your level of the lightning gun. You can be very helpful for your team. When you're up against the Kraken, stay close. I mean, the Goliath you want to stay far away from, but the Kraken, stay close, because unlike the Goliath, Kraken's mobile. It specializes in ranged attack, and it flies. So your lightning gun can be like really difficult to use in this situation, as even if you do get into range with the lightning gun, the Kraken can just fly backwards and immediately piff you out of the range, which is bad. So if you see the Kraken, try to get up to a very high spot where you can look down on it and shoot it from that point, or use your assault rifle while trying to move in close. Definitely watch out for his Banshee mines. He'll use that a lot. If you see the Banshee mines, shoot them. You can destroy the Banshee mines. And remember about your lightning gun. You can destroy all 3 of them at the same time, which is pretty crazy since lightning versus lightning. Pretty cool. Now we get to the Wraith. The Wraith is very fast and agile. She is very difficult to fight against. And she can zoom in on you in an instant, easily with her abilities. So definitely be ready for anything. You can keep a distance from her, but definitely be wary, because she can abduct you, she can warp bomb you, there's a lot of things she can do. Consider keeping landmines next to you, because if she does happen to warp near you, at least she will be very badly damaged, and then the landmines may actually launch you away from her, so you could be much more safer in that position. That's what I have for the assault class. I mean, I find it a little bit difficult to go into detail about the assault, since his main objective is to just deal damage. So that's it for the assault class. What I plan to do is do the videos for the first 4 hunters, the tier 1 hunters, then I'll do the Goliath, and then the tier 2 hunters, then Kraken, and then the tier 3 hunters, then the Wraith. The next person I will do will be Maggie. Maggie can be very useful in certain modes, but I'll leave that here. So I hope you all enjoy the video. Please let me know what you think of it, and stay tuned for my next one. Thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a good day.